All right. Yes. Um, One last question on this review. It's not in the last video. This is going to be the shortest little lesson ever, but this is on our test. It's understanding what to do when you have an equation or if you have a slope, and how do you do trig with that. So we're going to show something here. If I were to draw a graph with an XY axis and just put any line on here that I want. So I got this line, boop, boop, boop. Trigonometry is built on the x-axis, on the horizontal axis, this red line here. They could have built it on the vertical axis. They didn't, except for in some cases. We will do that, but generally speaking, we use horizontal lines. That's angle of elevation, angles of depression, and trig on graphs is built on horizontal lines. And the angle of elevation would be this angle right here. It's the angle between the line, the function, the black line, and the horizontal axis, the x-axis. Now, the thing is, no matter where we put the horizontal line, right? If I had a horizontal line up here, for instance, what would we know? We would know that this angle is the same angle. So it doesn't actually matter where you do it. The angle of elevation will be constant on any given line. So we are trying to find that angle of elevation. What we're going to do to find it is we are going to create a right triangle anywhere we want using the line as our hypotenuse. So just think real hard about this. We call this rise and we call this run when we're talking about a graph. That's called delta y. This is called delta x. When I give you a function like y equals 6/7 x plus 2. Okay, just making something up. What we know is that the rise is 6 and the run is 7 in that case, right? This is rise over run, 6/7. 6, 7. So that is the rise over the run. Did you hear that? That is the rise over the run. Well, in terms of the angle theta, this is the opposite and this is the adjacent. So we know that on this triangle, tangent theta equals opposite over adjacent, which is the same thing as the rise over the run, which is the same thing as delta y over delta x, which is the same thing as m, which is the same thing as slope. All of this is the same thing when it comes to graphing. Tangent theta is the slope. Tangent theta is the slope. So on all of these questions, tangent theta is just equal to the slope. You don't have to graph it. We know that tangent theta for this one would be 6/7. So what is theta going to equal if you round to the nearest whole number? You type in inverse tangent 6/7, and that is going to be 41 degrees. What? It's our favorite trig ever. Tangent 6/7 equals 41. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. All right, so real quick, let's just answer these questions. Like on the test, guys, if it mentions slope at all, I don't care how hard the question seems, if it mentions slope, you're doing inverse tangent of the slope. Here, tangent theta equals 3/7, so theta equals inverse tangent 3/7. Now type that in real quick, inverse tangent 3/7, and I get 23 degrees, 23 degrees. On this one, tangent theta equals 41/17. So theta equals inverse tangent of 41/17. Inverse tangent 41/17. Oh gosh. Inverse tangent 41/17. Oh, what a day. And then finally, a hill has a slope. I don't care what it is. If it has a slope, tangent theta equals the slope. So theta equals inverse tangent of the slope each and every time. And so this one rounds to 31 degrees. All right, you will have slope on the test. Let's do a good job. Can't wait to see how you do. You guys are always awesome.